Our town was, I guess, founded on timber back, I don't know, 100 years ago. We had a Putnam lumber company come here that actually pretty much started the city here.
You know, all these little rural communities are struggling for jobs, economic development, a good, better quality of life. And if we have folks like Lyme that are willing to come in and say, look, let's partner with this community, and it's going to be a win-win situation for the community and the company and the environment, you know what, that's as good as it gets.
The New Markets Tax Credit Program was instrumental in adding that piece of financing that allowed us to acquire the property. But without it, it would have been difficult for us to finance the full purchase price on our own. Maintaining these large tracts of land really preserve jobs.
They contribute a lot to the workforce here by maintaining materials to the mills to keep them running. We've got Swanee Lumber, which is one of the main employers of the county. GP, Georgia Civic, used to be here, but it's shut down now, so we rely a lot on Swanee Lumber now. We have, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 major, pretty big loggers in the community that employ 20, 30 people apiece.
We have 4 logging crews and we have 34 people that works in our crews, truck drivers and men in the woods. And I have 2 brothers, there's 3 of us. We started in 1981 for ourselves, but our daddy, he was logging in the early 60s. I have 2 sons of mine that logs out here.
So we're looking at ways that we can help those logging companies with job training, because if their businesses are healthy, then our business will be healthy as well. All we own is a working forest. Without a sustainable forest, you're eliminating your own business.
We start off this process by planting the trees, and then we get them to the age of around 25 years old, and we come in and we harvest them, and he separates the trees out, and then the larger ones go into the saw timber, and each one of them are separated out in individual piles and loaded on the truck and hauled to the mill.
We recently went through an audit to get this property certified to the Sustainable Forestry Initiative SFI certification. It takes into account not just the trees, but water, wildlife habitat, species diversity, resilience to climate change, things that we weren't talking about 40 years ago. By maintaining large, open, working forests, you're conserving these big open spaces, and that's probably the single biggest environmental threat to the properties is breakup and conversion to other uses.
It's a major boost to our economy here come hunting season, and that's what we're glad of Lyme. They've left their borders open for public use, whereas we have had some investors, I guess you would say, that come in and buy big tracts of land and shut it down.
For Lyme Timber to keep their lands open for leases for, traditional hunting, fishing, those type of activities that people have enjoyed for centuries is key. So not only is it to the raw materials or resources from timber industry, but also that economic impact from people coming to visit our community and going out and enjoying the outdoors.
I would a lot rather see Lyme on these wetlands and conservation lands than the government. The reason I'd rather have a private entity is because they're going to pay property taxes, and we need all the tax revenue we can get in Dixie County.
Well, trees are easy. Focus on the people and be a responsible landowner, and it works out.